Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We're in a little bit of a different spot this week. Let me know what you guys think of the camera. Made a little tweak here. Tell me if you think it looks better or worse. But today we got to talk about Bad Batch. I know I'm late. I know a bunch of people have had a lot of thoughts on this episode. And this took the show to me in a very unexpected direction, right? This kind of reminded me of like a Clone Wars season where we would have kind of a story arc pop up, maybe a couple episodes that would kind of be disconnected from the main character we've been following, but tell kind of an interesting side tale. And this one introduced us to characters we know from Star Wars Rebel with Hera and Chopper. And is setting up, I think, what will be a good payoff with these characters being introduced. I think we're in for some sad moments in coming. But we did not see the Bad Batch really in this episode at all, besides a kind of a fun little moment between the Batch, where Hera and Omega had a chance to kind of bond, which was cute. But what this episode I thought did really well, I thought it had a very good tone. It had a very beautiful, I know we say it all the time, there's so many shots in the episode though that are just absolutely gorgeous. And I think what this episode did, more so than even some I've seen so far, is really let us experience this new world under the Empire. So one thing I heard Star Wars Explained call out, I thought was really well done. You know, last week we went to a planet that was a separatist planet, and we saw how the Empire treated them. And this was a Republic ally, and we see how the Empire is treating them in Ryloth. And I thought that was very interesting to see, and very, it's just fascinating to see this world, this era, how things have changed. I think this is such a cool way to show the repercussions of Episode 3. And overall, even though we didn't see the Bad Batch very much, this episode, I think, provided us with some interesting, again, setup for the future. So with Crosshair being on the scene and being kind of a bad boy, he's got the scarring on the head, not as bad as I think some of us thought. But again, he is handling his business, taking folks out. And I think it's going to set up for a kind of showdown with the Bad Batch, either in this week's episode, next week's episode, or the week after, where the Bad Batch will eventually have to try to save this situation. And I think this is where we're going to see Hera's mother pass away, which is going to be killed, which is going to probably draw the wedge between her family. So I think that this is going to set up some emotional payoff. And so I've heard a lot of fans talk about, I'm a little tired of the fan service, right? Stop giving us characters in canon. This makes the universe feel very small. I've seen some of that talk. And I would simply say, the universe is small in Star Wars. It's a vast universe full of different planets and species, and we focus on one lineage, right? Or a handful of characters. Even in the Clone Wars, we never really branched out beyond. So the universe has always felt very small, very lived in, and very connected. And so this doesn't bother me in any major way, especially because these characters are Star Wars Rebels characters we're seeing, not ones from the Clone Wars, which to me feels at least a different direction. I'm very much hoping we're going to get more seasons of the Bad Batch. But if this is the only season, having these kind of moments might have been worth the kind of small galaxy feel. This episode is one of those kind of down episodes in an arc that, as I've said, I think is going to give us good payoff. But these episodes, when you wait a week and you get an episode like this, you might feel like, that's it. That's all I waited for. But I think when you do like a full season rewatch, or you do kind of a binge watch, you'll see how these episodes kind of fit in and change of the pace and give us kind of a different perspective. So I'm completely fine with this episode. I thought it hit some good, really sweet moments between Omega, Hera, and I think we're going to get some really emotional moments coming up. So I completely support episodes like this. I want the show to end very strong, and I want to see the second, third season. I think there are so many good stories we can tell with these characters, and I'm very much hoping it continues to be a success for Lucasfilm, and they continue to make more. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you have any complaints about this small galaxy feel with all these kind of reoccurring characters? Do you like the new camera? I want to hear what you guys think down below. I have really appreciated everyone's support over the last couple weeks. It has been really awesome. Get ready. We have a Rising Storm review on the way. We're going to talk about the some Clone Wars stuff as well that I'm excited about. So make sure you subscribe, like, and come back later this week. Until then, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you again very soon.